There is one very simple question that I ask myself before making a purchase, and it has transformed my wardrobe and my personal style. So you might have done this before. I mean, I know I certainly have. You've been eyeing a certain item to add to your wardrobe, but it isn't quite perfect. Maybe the price is a little bit steep and you're not quite sure if you want to pay that for that item. Maybe the color that you wanted isn't in stock, or they don't make it in the exact color that you've been looking for. So you settle. You pick a different color, or maybe you keep looking for an item that is maybe a little bit more friendly on your wallet. Sounds about right? Well, no, because while doing something like that makes perfect sense once you first think about it, in the long run, these are rarely the purchases that actually work for you. These are the purchases that you might like at the moment of purchasing, but in the end, they don't stop the search. You will keep looking for an item to fill that hole in your wardrobe. And believe me, I have done this so many times before, and ultimately it rarely works out. I mean, take the little perfect white blouse example. I have been looking for the perfect white blouse for literal years, and I have had a few in those years for sure. And honestly, they rarely really stick because they just aren't the perfect piece. There's always something that isn't quite right about them. Until I found this one at Fabrique, but looking for that item that actually stops the search, that is the key. So here's a simple question. Would this be my favorite fill in the blank? Would this be my favorite white blouse? Would this be my favorite jacket? Would this be my favorite brown bag? You can make this as specific as you would like, or as broad of a category as you would like. But would this be my favorite piece? If the answer is no, don't go for it. Just don't. We are looking for the item that stops the search. So would this item stop the search for you? And if you ask me, this is a question that we should all be asking ourselves before adding something to our wardrobe, or honestly, even to our lives in general. Because this is something I don't just do when it comes to wardrobe items. I do this pretty much anywhere in my life. And pretty much anytime that I don't use this rule, I'm going to regret my purchase somehow, which is very annoying. Like what happened with the white blouse. And talking about this stunning white blouse, this video is in collaboration with Fabrique. So let's take a look at them. And after that, we'll look at some more tips to help you curate that super intentional wardrobe. So Fabrique is a designer collective brand that works with more than 350 pretty well-known designers from all over the world. And that includes designers that have worked for luxury fashion houses. Fabrique's mission is to connect creativity and culture through fashion. I love that. And doing so, that gives us, as a consumer, the chance to wear beautifully, stunningly designed, very well made pieces at a fraction of that luxury price tag. Fabrique relies on very skilled artisans to make all of their pieces, and all of their pieces are made in limited quantities. Fabrique really works on creating a longer fashion cycle by really valuing thoughtful designs and beautiful materials, as well as really high quality made items, like I said, made by artisans. Fabrique, just like I, really prioritizes mindful consumption, which I mean, is the whole theme of this video in a way. So choosing better materials and very well made items. And like I said, that really aligns with my personal values so well. Stunning. Stunning brand. I mean, I have been eyeing Fabrique for a while. Their pieces are beautiful and I've been absolutely loving wearing their pieces. They feel so nice when I wear them. They align so well with my personal style. And Fabrique does have a very wide range of different styles in their items. There's pretty much something for anyone, for any personal style, because they work with so many designers. And I love that about the brands. Besides using absolutely beautiful materials for their items, something that I also really appreciate is that there's no plastic used. When you order from Fabrique, you are not getting your items in a plastic bag or anything. Nope, it comes in a really beautiful cardboard box with a really cute design on the inside. I loved that touch so much when I opened up my pieces. And then each piece comes individually wrapped in a garment bag with a hanger. So perfectly protected, whether you want to store it in the bag or not yourself. It comes beautifully protected and without single-use plastic. So I really like that about this brand. All right, enough about the brands. Let's take a look at the actual pieces that I got from them. Starting with the stunning piece that I'm wearing right now, which is their Iris blouse. Or if we're looking at the full name, I'm going to have to peek because it's a long name. The Iris V-seam embroidery puffy sleeve blouse in cotton jacquard. That is the full name of the item, or in short, just the Iris blouse. Like I said, I have been looking for a perfect white blouse for literal years. For me, a really nice white top is definitely a cornerstone in my wardrobe because it goes with anything. And I mean, a white top or whatever color works for you is just a really easy piece to add into your wardrobe, whatever your style is, but also at the same time to really showcase your personal style in. So that's why the perfect white blouse has been something I've been looking for a while. Over the years, I have tried several white blouses, but never quite got the perfect one until I found this. So this blouse is designed by, I hope I'm going to pronounce this right, Gabriella Flus Tramontano, an Italian designer. And it's designed to be a matching set with the most stunning white maxi skirt that I will show you in a little bit. Gabriella has designed for Fabrique since 2022, and she is the chief designer at Italy's Premier Triton, former head of women's wear at the luxury cashmere brand Valentine, and she is celebrated for crafting comfort, freedom, and for empowering women through fashion. Love that. Alright, so this white blouse, it's an ivory blouse technically, uses beautiful V-shaped embroidered piece at the front, which I really like because I have sun allergy. So I don't always want to have this completely exposed. This is so nice for me because it has the higher neckline, but it still feels airy and open because of the cutout embroidery. Perfection. So it feels really nice and breezy and airy, but it's not something that shows a lot of skin. And I really like that, even though you have all the little cutouts that hint at it. I think that is stunningly beautiful. It uses a delicate lace patchwork almost in both this blouse as well as in the maxi skirt. It's 100% cotton and they are using a long staple cotton fiber to make this item, which in case you don't know, the length of the individual fibers that make up the thread that ultimately makes up a garment can have different lengths. The longer the staple length of your fiber, usually the higher quality it is, the longer it will last, the less it will peel. So that's a good thing. So the main fabric of this top is this beautiful jacquard fabric, which adds a really nice texture and detail to the item. You might know I really like a good texture that really gets me going, and it adds so much to an outfit. If you're wearing an otherwise relatively flat outfit, adding some texture can truly elevate that. So anytime I can add some texture through my pieces, I'll be doing that. It is see-through like at the neck and the sleeves. However, the actual bodice is fully aligned, which is so nice, and still it's breathable. It's so good for both spring and summer. I love it. Super comfortable to be wearing, super comfortable on the skin, which is a big thing for me because I am sensitive for sensory overload. So something, it needs to feel good on my skin or I'm not going to wear it. And that is actually something that has gone wrong before with me and those like beautiful white feminine blouses. It also has a really stunning bell sleeve design, which there is some elastic here, so you can actually pull that up, make it look like more of just a wide sleeve rather than the bell sleeve. So add some versatility there, but I actually do really like that bell-shaped sleeve. I'm currently wearing it with some barrel jeans, which I think is just a really cool combination. You know, it's not for everyone, but I really love that. It adds some sculpture to the piece without overwhelming my petite flame. And then we have the matching maxi skirt. I've been looking for the perfect maxi skirt again for a while. So this is mostly made of the same material as the matching top. Beautiful, like a really nice jacquard. It is called, I would say in short, the Iris maxi skirt. In long, Iris mix embroidery lace patchwork maxi skirt in cotton jacquard. A whole mouthful. Anyway, it is the most stunning white maxi skirt I have ever seen. I've been looking for the perfect maxi skirt for a while. It's been something that I've been wanting to add into my wardrobe since wearing skirts more, since wearing specifically maxi skirts more. It's such a nice alternative to wearing my usual jeans or trousers. I've been loving it. It just adds some breeziness to my wardrobe, both in color and style. The white does take a bit more upkeep. I am aware of that, but for me that is completely worth it. It goes with anything, it's beautiful. So we have this, again designed by Gabriella Flus Tramontano. Did I actually said it right? It felt way too smooth. It's a beautiful romantic skirt made in the same sun-drenched cotton jacquard fabric with stunning lace detailing. I love me some lace. I like that this is very feminine, very much so lace and detailed, without feeling like it's too much, which is also a risk that you do have with pieces like this. For some reason, this is so well balanced. It's just stunning. A little detail that I specifically really like about this skirt is that the front of the waistband is just like flat tailored looking, but the back is elastic, which makes it so comfortable, but also makes it look really polished when you are wearing it. Sometimes with a fully elastic waistband, which I do have and which I do love for the comfort, but it can make a piece look slightly more casual. This looks a bit more formal and like tailored because of the just flat tailored looking front, and I really like that about this skirt. The skirt is lined, but obviously like the lace panels are completely see-through, so you will still see the silhouette of your legs through the skirt. So that's something to keep in mind if that's something you don't like. I personally don't really mind it. It's more of a summery piece for me, so I'm fine with that. It does add to that really nice breezy quality of the skirt, both in look and in feel though. So yeah, I actually like that. So with that maxi skirt, like I said, I've been looking for a white maxi skirt for a while, and I could have settled for something else. I have found so many maxi skirts that I like the look of, but none that actually have been like, wow, that's it. And that's that feeling that I'm looking for my pieces. And because there isn't as much urgency behind it, it's not something that I absolutely need in my wardrobe right now, even though I would really like to have it in my wardrobe, and I now do. But because there isn't any urgency behind it, I could take the time to actually just look around for that perfect piece. So while I found so many that I liked, there wasn't anything that was perfect for me, that would have stopped the search. Maybe the fabric wasn't quite right for me, or the lace details wouldn't be quite right, or maybe there wouldn't be any lace details. So just a very simple white maxi skirt lacking in details, while I was looking for something with some extra detail in it. So there always was something that wasn't quite right, and so I didn't buy it because it would not have stopped the search. It would not have been the perfect white maxi skirt until I found this one. I saw this on the Fabrique website and I was like, yep, that's it. That's the one, that's the skirt. And it has been absolutely perfect, so yes. Okay, let's move on to another skirt because I got another skirt from them. My last piece by Fabrique. It's so cute again. Oh, I love these pieces so much. I've already been wearing them quite a bit. and comfortable, beautiful. I feel so good, so stylish anytime that I wear these pieces. Okay, so the Brie maxi skirt. I love this so much. Again, this is surprisingly easy to style. I knew it would go really well in my wardrobe, but it's been even a little bit easier than I thought it would be, which is always a really nice surprise. So, full name, Brie striped, embroidered, drawstring, tiered skirt in crinkled cotton. It's designed by Katusha Valente, who has designed again for Fabrique since 2022. She is again an Italian couturier, which seems to be a theme for the items that I've been falling for. And she has designed for fashion houses like Balmain and Galliano, and her designs are like the epitome of creativity and style. They are stunning. I don't have other words for it. I mean, it's the case for pretty much anything that you will find on the Fabrique website, but look at it. I mean, this skirt feels really playful, but in such a wearable way. It has this really crisp, classic stripe combined with super feminine details, and it works so well. It basically just describes my wardrobe, I feel like. It's definitely a maxi skirt. I actually first had wanted this in the petite length, but it was out of stock. And after measuring, like, I knew that this would still work for me, but it would definitely be a maxi length. And it is a maxi length, but that has actually worked out really well for me. So when I was looking for this skirt, what I was looking for was a easy elastic waistband bottom to wear for summer, something that would feel breezy but still feel really nice and put together. I was first thinking about a trouser, but they actually do have this in a trouser form. It just didn't feel as put together to me as the skirt did, and like I said, I have been really loving wearing maxi skirts lately, so we went for a maxi skirt. It's stunning. Once I saw this, it really was a no-brainer for me. Again, it had that wow yes to it, and that's what we're looking for. It's made of a really nice, soft, crinkly cotton blend. I think it's about 75% cotton. That little crinkle texture is super subtle, but it's there and I really like it. Like I said, I like it when an item adds some texture to my outfits. I love a good texture. And it kind of breaks up that crispness of the stripe without making it look sloppy or super undone. Yeah, I really like it. This piece just combines so many opposites and makes it work so well that it goes with anything and it's a stunning piece. It'll be the perfect summer piece. Nice and breezy. A little note on the fit of this skirt. Like I said, it's definitely a longer fit. You can also take a look at the Fabrique website and they will show you the garment measurements, which are really good to keep in mind. This one is designed to fit, I think, a little bit lower than actual waist size, which is where I usually like to wear my maxi skirts. And because of that, it falls a little bit lower with the elastic. I'm okay with that because I wanted something that's comfortable, but with a longer length, that doesn't work as well for me. So I do need to kind of use the drawstring to make it fit my actual waist really well. And that works really well for me. But if you do want to rely on the elastic for the fit and you do want to wear it in your actual waist, consider maybe sizing down for this one. So keep that in mind if you're interested in ordering this specific piece. But I really like the elastic and the drawstring because it will work regardless of maybe weight fluctuations. It will work regardless of like the temperature, because usually when it's warmer, I don't want something that is as tight, so I can kind of adjust it. And I really like that. Make sure you use my discount code. I'll have the details in the description box for you. I need some tea with all the talking. There's not much that goes above a really good tea. Also, I still love these mugs. They just make me so happy anytime that I use them. Completely off topic, but yeah. Okay, so let's get back to the intentional wardrobe curation by asking the question if it is the perfect piece and if it will stop the search. If the answer is no, this is not a perfect piece and there is no urgency behind it, which, let's be honest, there very rarely is actually any urgency behind a wardrobe purchase these days, then don't settle. Don't settle if there is no truly good reason to do so. Just take that little bit of extra time to find the actually perfect piece for you and your wardrobe, for you and your life. So that might look like saving up the money, like for example I would have to do for Fabrique, which is fine because the pieces are worth it. They are stunningly made. So maybe you take that extra time to save up the money in order to actually get that perfect piece. Maybe you take the time to just look a little bit further and see if there is something better out there that actually would make that search stop. And this truly does make the difference for your wardrobe and your personal style in the long run. I mean, just think about it like this. Would you rather open up your wardrobe and, let's do that right now. There it is, there's my wardrobe. Would you rather open up your wardrobe and see it filled with pieces you absolutely love that all make you go like, yes, that makes me feel good, I want to wear that today? Or would you rather open up your wardrobe and see it filled with pieces that were just not quite right, that were almost perfect, that were pretty good, but not quite there? That makes a big difference, that feeling. And it makes a big difference in how you wear your clothing, how you put together your outfits, and how ultimately the whole picture looks. So I truly do recommend using this question because I have noticed such a difference in my wardrobe. And I know sometimes it is really hard to wait. I know that. I've struggled with that myself, for sure. But typically, it's actually worth it. So there you have it. The one question I think everyone should ask before adding something to their wardrobe: would this be the perfect piece? Would this stop my search? Which I guess is technically two questions, but you could interchange them, use either one. They are basically ending up to be like the same results. Thanks again so much to Fabrique for working with me on this video. Wearing these pieces is such a pleasure every single day. Something that would be good to know, Fabrique recently launched their loyalty program, which I do think is worth it signing up for if you are thinking about ordering from Fabrique. Which, by the way, if you're doing that, make sure you use my discount code. I'll have the details in the description box for you. But if you're interested in buying from Fabrique, definitely consider signing up for their loyalty program. You just save up points with your orders, which you can then use for nice little discounts on your next order. So definitely worth it. And also as a member, you do get extra perks like little birthday gifts, which who doesn't like that? I know I do. So Fabrique, thank you for working with me. And if you want to try out Fabrique for yourself, which I highly recommend, truly, at the very least, take a look at their stunning pieces and just kind of browse their website. Just doing that is a pleasure. I had so much fun like looking through a website, and I could fill up an entire cart with things that would work beautifully in my wardrobe, but we're not doing that today. But just take a look at them through the link in my description box. If this video was helpful or enjoyable, you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. It truly helps out my channel, and it might make sure that just one extra person will see this video. So thank you if you do so. And if you would like to see more videos on intentional living and intentional personal style, maybe consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you around more often. Thank you so much for watching this video. I wish you a lovely rest of your day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!